What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, as you can see by the title, is Will Dogecoin hit $1 this cycle? Now, I wanted to make this video because I get this question very often. Now, I haven't really gotten this question very much over the last few months because when we're in major correctional phases in the crypto market, people tend to disappear, right? And that's very common, right? It's not them to blame. It's just that, not everyone is as dedicated to the market as us, right? A lot of the people watching, and they only come back when the market starts to heat back up. And that's also a good sentiment indicator that we're able to use to track market sentiment overall, and that's when people start to come back. Now, a big question that I get though, and it's a simple question, right? Is will Dogecoin hit $1? And I want to just go over some simple technical analysis and some fundamental analysis that we can use to correlate to coming to a conclusion on that question. Let me first start off by answering the question very simply. Can Dogecoin hit $1 this cycle? The answer is yes, it absolutely can. Now, and I'm going to show you some reasons why. First and foremost, as you can see on my chart, we have Dogecoin on the monthly time frame. And what you're seeing is each Dogecoin cycle. We are now in the third cycle for Dogecoin. As you can see throughout history, Dogecoin has always hit the 1.618 fib as close, either a major market cycle top or a top followed by another top last cycle from the SNL skit. But let's just hypothetically say Dogecoin hits the 1.618 fib again. Well, currently the 1.618 fib is at $3.80, right? Now, am I saying Dogecoin is going to go to $3.80? No. And the reason why I'm not going to say that is because it's a very big move, and I don't want to get people in a situation where they're like, oh my God, like I'm going to hold all the way until then. That's not how we operate over here. We operate within the guidelines of technical analysis and macro fundamentals, right? So basically what I'm saying is we sell when the time is right. We don't hold any altcoin for long-term purposes, right? We're here to make money. We're not here to get attached, right? So first and foremost, I want to say this too. If you guys aren't in the Patreon already, the Kev Capital Patreon, my Patreon, our Patreon, right? We're a huge group now. Check out the link in the description below. You will not be disappointed, right? We are now over 1,200 members, active members in the Patreon, over 1,000 active members in the Premium Discord. You're gonna get exclusive content in there, like the likes of which you've never seen in crypto. Right? It's really simple. I mean, the level of technical analysis, the level of learning about how macro fundamentals affect the crypto market, monetary policy, trade calls, right? From scalping to long-term swing plays to short-term swing plays to every type of trading you can really imagine is in there. And overall, the community is just absolutely phenomenal. So check out the link in the description below for the Patreon. You would have been able to take advantage of a move that we were able to call, and that was the perfect inverse head and shoulders that formed down here at the bottom on Dogecoin. In the Patreon, we were entering into a new spot swing play call at 14 cents. Average price on that is 15 cents. I believe we're up 65-70% on that play right now. So just an example of a play that you could take advantage. We're up huge on AVAX. We're up huge on Ethereum Classic, Chainlink play, right? Tons of plays that we're taking advantage of that we were buying when everyone was super fearful at the bottom. So yeah, definitely check out that link, and we'll get back to it. So to answer the question is can Dogecoin hit $1? The answer is absolutely yes, because the evidence is overwhelming that it can. First and foremost, we've always hit the 1.618 fib. 1.618 fib is well above $1, right? Second off, as you can see on the monthly RSI, you can make the argument that this cycle really hasn't even gotten going yet. And as you can see, we're making this upsloping trend line on the monthly RSI, right? That we've been making now for this entire cycle, right? It's just this momentum that is building. We had one high when we made the high at 20, it was around what, 23 cents, 24 cents. Then we came down, hit the trend line. Then we made our second high after the election around that 40, around close to 50 cents level, right? Then the monthly RSI came back down, and now we're hitting that trend line again. And as you can see, the monthly RSI is about to cross the RSI moving average. And based off previous cycles, the Dogecoin monthly RSI has always come up to a minimum of the 89.4 level. 89.4. We've done that every single cycle. We hit 50 roughly, we roughly hit 50 cents with the monthly RSI at 75, right? So, the most aggressive moves occur once the RSI breaks the 70 level. Look how much room we have to go to get to that 89, 90 level. Tons of room, folks. Tons of room. You're telling me that we're at 24, almost 25 cents now. We have monetary policy that is going to start easing, meaning rates are going to be coming down. Quantitative tightening is going to be ending. We are already seeing global liquidity rise at a rapid pace, right? With that mixture of monetary easing, that will enable Bitcoin dominance to continue to show weakness and continue to fall. If you guys know, if you follow me on X at Kev Capital, if you follow me in the Patreon, on April 28th, we called that Bitcoin dominance would find a major top at the 65.45% level. That's exactly what happened at the macro 786 fib. I said altcoins would catch a big bid when that happens. Phenomenal call. It is literally playing out to the T as we speak. We are watching that in real time. So just another call that you guys could be taking advantage of by either being in the Patreon, or even sometimes I put certain calls on X also. But again, monthly RSI always gets to that 89 level. Even sometimes, look, even in the last cycle, it got up to the 99 level. I don't know if it can get there again. That's astronomical. But again, we're also seeing the stock RSI get just below that 20 level, but we're going to get a monthly stock RSI cross by the end of May, right? If we continue this price action or just hold where we are, we're going to get a bullish monthly stock RSI cross. If we look at the 2-week time frame, right, and this is something I've been posting about, is we are currently getting a 2-week stock RSI cross, right? And look what's happening on this major support line that we called out, right? The major support line, this is also the macro 382. I just took the fibs off the charts because I don't want the chart to get too messy for you guys. This is also the macro 382 fib and these macro trend lines. This is where we were entering down here. And again, let's look at that 2-week stock RSI, right? Look at this. You have this, you have another one, right? It's just this upsloping trend line on the 2-week. It's just momentum that's been building, guys, building this entire cycle all the way back from June of 2022 when we hit the lows after the Luna crash. If you were here for that, you remember it was out of control. We've just been building this accumulation range. We broke out of it. We came back down. We broke out again. We came back down. Are we about to see the final move of the cycle, the final big push to this 89.90 area for the Dogecoin 2-week stock RSI? With that being lined up and correlated to easing monetary policy, right? Because remember something, guys, altcoins are oscillators to Bitcoin. And in order for them to make the runs that you want to see, in order for you to get the alt season you want to see, typically monetary policy being easier on the economy is what drives that liquidity into the market, which drives risk assets higher like altcoins. And we're starting to see that. We're seeing global liquidity rise. We're seeing liquidity get injected into the market. We're seeing a massive slowdown in quantitative tightening. It's basically, the Fed has stopped selling treasuries like 90%. They're still selling mortgage-backed securities, but not as much as they were. Quantitative tightening is getting ready to end. Interest rate projections are still coming, right? The tariff deals, obviously, that is a big deal also. Injecting confidence and certainty back into the market. These are the ingredients that you want in order to get a massive move to the upside. Along with that, what are we seeing most of all? Bitcoin dominance is dropping. That's the big key, guys. That's the key to your altcoin season, right? Was the 65.45% level the top? I don't know, right? We called a major top at that level a week before it happened, but I still want to see some monetary policy come through down the pipeline, and I also want to see Bitcoin dominance break some certain levels, but this is not a Bitcoin dominance video. It's a Dogecoin video. To cap off the evidence that we can hit that $1 mark is, again, you can see the momentum that we've been building over time. One last thing that I want to show you guys is the Pi Cycle moving average, right? Now, people say, well, Kev, the Pi Cycle moving average, that's used for Bitcoin, right? Let me tell you something. it's shown tremendous accuracy over the years in calling tops on Dogecoin also. It called the top back in 2017 on Dogecoin perfectly. It called this top in February of 2021 on Dogecoin perfectly, but then we had the Saturday Night Live hype and Dogecoin just shot up even higher. Technically, this could have been the top of the cycle, but we had Saturday Night Live, everything went crazy, it went even higher. And of course, the Pi cycle top crossing corresponded with the 1.618 fib. Look where we're at now. Look where the Pi cycle moving average is now. Nowhere near crossing. Think, Dogecoin has to get all the way back up to 40 cents just for this yellow line to start moving higher. This yellow line won't even start moving higher until Dogecoin hits 40 to 41 cents. Think about that for a second. You're telling me that if we get to the 40 to 41 cent level and a dollar is 140% away in an altcoin season, 145% move in an altcoin season before this moving average even starts to really grind higher and get ready to cross, absolutely the evidence is overwhelming that, again, with easing monetary policy that we're getting, with all of the monthly 2-week time frame indicators that have called it spot on in the past, with fib extensions that have called tops on Dogecoin in the past, and just constantly tracking Bitcoin's ability to get into price discovery, right? Yes, Dogecoin can absolutely hit $1. Dogecoin can go beyond $1, but listen, let's not get crazy over here. We're not going to turn this into a Dogecoin to $35 YouTube video like you guys see all the time for clickbait. This is a video based off facts, right? Everything that we do here, everything that I do here is based off facts, right? I'm going to tell you that the things you don't want to hear, right? And I'm going to tell you the things that are reality, right? We live in the reality world. We don't live in fantasy land. So let's start with realistic price targets. First price target is going to be getting back to that 48 cent level. Then it'll be getting to previous all-time highs at 73, 74 cents. But realistically, if we keep seeing this path of easing monetary policy, inflation continues to come down, Bitcoin dominance shows that it has durably topped, Ethereum starts to steal the show, which is what we're seeing now, we can absolutely see Dogecoin at $1 by the end of the year, maybe even further than that. I don't want to go too crazy and speculate farther than that. Let's work with one step at a time, guys, right? But yes, to come to the conclusion, just off some simple monthly 2-week time frame indicators, money flow, monetary policy correlation, macro data correlation, yes, the answer is I would be almost shocked if we didn't get to that price. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you guys have any questions, obviously ask in the Discord, ask in the Patreon, or comment on the YouTube video below. Link is in the description for the Patreon if you want to join the Patreon. I highly recommend it. Oh yeah, and please like and subscribe to the video. I got to get used to saying that. It's not something I'm getting used to all the YouTube stuff. Like and subscribe to the video. It really helps us hit the algorithm. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, let me know. Peace out.